What's up, peoples? It's Joshua here. Got my uh, soon to be revitalized peace lily plant. I put some water in it. The reason it's dead or dying is I just got back yesterday from a 6 day trip to Vedauwoo, Wyoming for some rock climbing, which fortunately and incredibly gratefully, I don't know if that makes sense, but fortunately, that trip was a part of school. Um, so I just started my second year at Naropa in their wilderness therapy program. It's a 3 years master's program in psychology, and the wilderness therapy is basically how do it's learning how to use wilderness as a therapeutic medium for clients. We've taken 2 trips so far. First trip was a 6 days in the mountains, like backpacking. Well, mostly a camping trip. We didn't really hike that much, but um, we worked with or learned how to start working with trauma, clients who have been traumatized or who had a traumatic event and didn't let it process through, like having a car wreck and you like immediately rush out to the hospital, or you have a car wreck and you don't have time to kind of process like what happened, and that trauma gets trapped in your body. There's a lot of stuff with trauma, and it's very common. Everybody has trauma of some sort. We have what we call a little T and a big T. Like a death in a family or a bad car wreck, maybe a big T, like big trauma. A breakup, could be, I guess it could be a big T or a little T anyway. Um, so we learned how to do that. We did some stuff called parts work, where like part of me is angry sometimes, part of me is happy sometimes, part of me is sad sometimes. And everybody has lots of parts. So that was really interesting. Second trip was 6 days in Vedauwoo. We went rock climbing. Vedauwoo's in Wyoming. It's a kind of popular rock climbing spot, and we worked with addictions. So we learned how to use rock climbing as a therapeutic activity for clients who have addictions, whether it be exercise addiction or um, overeating, or what they call disordered eating now, or it could be drug addiction, alcohol addiction, any of those addictions, pornography addiction, it could be anything. So that was really interesting to see kind of hands-on how we would work with a client who was dealing with addictions using rock climbing as the activity. And so anyway, again, I'm in my second year of a 3 year program, third year's internship. So this is technically my last academic year. Third year, I'll be somewhere in Colorado, hopefully, taking people rock climbing and working with them in a therapeutic sense. The main reason I want to do this update, though, is because CTFU Vegan 2014 sent me a message basically saying, hey, what's up with your videos? I haven't seen anything from you in a while. And as I started thinking about it, it's been a while since I made a video. So this is not a terribly interesting video. I say that's my self-critic coming in. It may be very interesting. I don't know. But he's got a few questions. He wants to know what's the weather like in San Fran in December and January. He's in Michigan right now. Says it averages -20, and he's about to go to California because of that. So yeah, you're not going to experience that at all, even close in San Fran area. When I was living in the Bay, winter was between 40 and 60, and that's night and daytime. So it's going to average somewhere in there. Uh, and are there a lot of scorpions/snakes in San Francisco? No, there's not, because there's so many damn people. There are scorpions in the area, and there definitely are snakes in the area, but I saw one snake the 2 years I was there, and that was in Berkeley Hills, I think Strawberry Canyon. So there's some there. There's a couple of different species of venomous snakes, and a couple of species of venomous scorpions. But again, it's just really populated unless you go up to like Tilden or some of the kind of hilly areas in uh, East Bay, or maybe even like in the Presidio in San Francisco. You might see some stuff there, but nothing to worry about. And he also says, what about Colorado? Yeah, there are quite a few venomous snake species here in Colorado. You've got like the prairie rattler. Um, we've got 3 different types of rattlesnakes, as far as I know. I can't remember all the species, but we do have scorpions here and there. I haven't seen any since I've been here for a year and 3 months. Um, And the last question is how's the hustling going? So the hustling part refers to me buying stuff at thrift stores and reselling it on eBay and Amazon. And honestly, when I was doing it fairly regularly, selling about anywhere from 25 to 35 items a month, um, I was making about $700 profit. I would sell on average 950 to $1,000 a month. You take out shipping fees and eBay fees, it left me with about 700 a month. I haven't had time to do that, man. I have been incredibly busy with school. I just got back yesterday, and I have 9 days to write 4 papers, or 3 papers, and do kind of a big, what they call a genogram, which is like a family tree kind of thing. And then we leave again for 8 days in close to the Canyonlands in Utah for a backpacking trip. So I went for 6 days climbing, came home, have to write 3 papers, do a big presentation, and then leave again in 9 days. So I mean, I have like no social life, and I have a part-time job as well. So anyway, that's the update. Again, it's not terribly interesting, especially with a depressing looking plant back here. But tomorrow it's going to be revitalized. It doesn't take long for it to perk up. But anyway, that's what's going on with me. And I guess I will update you guys in the future. I mean, I don't know what's going to be going on. I'll try to take some photos and stuff of some of these trips. And I have some photos of them, but it's also kind of a, well, I was going to say it's kind of a sacred thing for me to like have photos of these trips because they're very intimate with the 14 people or the 13 other people that I'm in the group with in the program. You know, we share a lot of personal stuff, and it's very confidential. So I don't know how I feel about sharing videos or photos of that stuff, but anyway, I'll think of something that'll be cool, and just update you guys from time to time. And yeah, I guess leave comments, questions, concerns. I don't know. Peace.